Hold on to your butts.
Second down and 4. So Jordan Love under center. He's got a man in motion. That's Musgrave, I believe. No, that's not Musgrave. That's one of the other tight ends. And all these backups out here. That was Fitzpatrick. Turns, hands it off to Josh Jacobs, who's going to run it up the right side. It will get enough for the first down and will be brought down around the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. And that is where the Packers will have a first down. Second down and 10, Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts and a weak eye formation set up around him. Big pressure on that play, but he does get it out to his tight end. That is Luke Musgrave, who will pick up just enough for the first down. Third down and 1, they're calling it. Love under center. They got their, looks like 2 tight ends in there. Turns, fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Got plenty of time to throw, pressure in his face. Gets it out there for an easy first down to Reed once again. Short little swing pass, but it's enough to pick up the first down on that third down and 1 play. Jordan Love 4 for 4 so far for 23 yards. Then the shotgun with trips out to his right, takes snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who's going to carry it up the left side, just able to turn the corner. Needed 3 yards, picked up 4, and a Packers first down. Love takes the shotgun snap, dropping back, looking over the middle, delivers it, it's intercepted! And CJ Gardner-Johnson with the pick, and he's going the other way, back across midfield to the 40, out of bounds at the 35 of Green Bay. First down, Chicago! CJ Gardner-Johnson picking off Jordan Love. That's number 1, baby. Let's get a couple more. Bears were set up nicely to start out this drive, and now struggling to get going here. Parsons basically being held on that play too, which he's probably held on every play. You know, we used to have Khalil Mack. I used to watch him get held on every play too, so I know how that goes. Ball at the 41 of Green Bay. Caleb in the shotgun, Swift lined up next to him. Looks like he's spouting some directions to him. He's only got a couple seconds left on the play clock. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, under pressure, gonna have to roll out, and just gets rid of the football. All right, second down and 5. Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs, 1 on either side, and three receivers wide out. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, looking to the right, throws it over. That's going to be complete to Christian Watson, who's got a nice gain out to the 35-yard line. Whereas that is where he will be brought down. First down and 10 with 4:35 remaining in this first quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. 31 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and Swift lined up next to him. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, looking over to his right. Gonna have to get out of there as he's under pressure, throws the ball away, and that is gonna bring up 4th down, and the Bears will have to punt it away. Caleb under heavy pressure on that play. Second down and 3, 15 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Jordan Love under center, 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and Josh Jacobs lined up behind him. Gets the snap off, hands it off to Jacobs, who carries it up the right side, and he will be met, but just after gaining the first down, and that will move the chains for the Packers. Quarter, Love under center, ball at the 41-yard line of Green Bay. He's got 2 tight ends, turns, hands it off to Jacobs, who surges up the center and is able to pick up the first down and will be brought down by Kevin Byard before gaining midfield. Love is under center. He's got Wilson behind him, 3 tight ends and a wideout. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right, trying to dump it off out to the tight end, and that is going to be complete out to Josh Wiley, the backup tight end, and that is going to be another Packers first down. Bears biting hard on the run fakes right now. 69 through the air, nice for Green Bay, and only 2 for Chicago through the air. Ball still at the 23. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and a back for Jordan Love. That back is Chris Brooks. Gets it off. He's looking over the middle, delivers over the middle, and that's going to be completed to Christian Watson for a touchdown, who was being covered by Kevin Byard. Looked like he had good coverage, but was unable to come up with it. And the Packers take a 6-0 lead with 9:19 remaining in this second quarter, pending the extra points. Bears should bring back Fields. That's a joke, right? Have you seen how Justin Fields, he plays so well that he's sitting on the bench in New York right now? Bring back Fields. Must be crazy. Caleb in the shotgun, 3rd down and 3. He's got Monungai next to him. 3 wideouts. Zacchaeus in motion. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right. Can't find anybody downfield. Manages to get it out to Luther Burden for a first down. Moving the chains. Luther, the young receiver, picking up the first down. 4th and less than 1. They got 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Caleb sends Loveland in motion. He turns, fakes the handoff, And Caleb is just going to pick this one up himself on his legs, and that is going to be a Bears first down. He gets out of bounds with 4:44 remaining in this second quarter. Jeez, I am all off today. Over caffeinated, but that is how it goes. Temperature is 16 degrees at Lambeau Field. It is 3rd down and 8, ball at the 16 of Green Bay. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wide outs, and DeAndre Swift lined up next to him. Takes the snap, drops back, drops it out to Swift, who... not the best setup screenplay I have ever seen, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 6, and the Bears are going to have to settle for 3 on this series. All right. Cairo Santos lined up for the 33-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bears have shrunk the Packers' lead to 4 with 1:14 remaining in this first half. Jordan Love takes the snap, looking over the middle, delivers, and that is going to be completed to Musgrave, and he is brought down around the Chicago 44-yard line out there on the field, and the wind chill is like 7. Perfect day for Bear Packer football, right? 45 seconds remaining, 2nd down and 10. Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. The one to his right looks to be a tight end. Takes the snap. He is looking out to his left. Got plenty of time. Heaves this one towards the end zone. And that is going to be to basically a wide open Bo Melton, who will catch the touchdown. And the Packers will now go up by 10, pending the extra points. Can't even do the math in my head now. Ball at the Chicago 42 now, 2nd and 4. I formation, Caleb under center, of course. 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to his left now, looking for someone to throw to, and he's just going to pick up this 1st down with his legs. Does so, and that will be right around midfield, where the Bears will have another 1st down. Burden moves in motion to the right now. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap, looking over the middle. Gets it out there. It's Loveland who's got a 1st down, and he will be brought down around the 38-yard line of Green Bay. And that will be a pickup of about 8 or 9 on that 3rd down play. Ball at the 37 of Green Bay. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Swift. Looking over the middle, runs into his own blocker. I don't know what's going on there. He's going to get out of the pocket. Tries to, nice pass to Cole Kmet up the sideline, and he's going to be brought down right around the 11-yard line. I don't know how Caleb did that, but it looked like he was throwing it away, managed to get it out to Kmet up the right sideline, who makes a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. Wow, what a nice catch by Kmet on that play. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Bears hurrying up at the line now. 1st and goal. Zaccheaus in motion, turns, fakes the handoff to Swift. Caleb's going to try to turn the corner, was unable to do it, but throws it out there to Zaccheaus, who comes up with the touchdown catch. Oh my goodness, Caleb firing another beautiful ball in there, and somehow Olamide Zaccheaus comes up with it, and they are going to go for 2 here. That's right, they're down by 5 right now. Bears are going to try to make this a 3-point game. Down by 5, 14-9. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got trips out to his right, sends Loveland in motion. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Monangai, who's going to try to take it up the middle. He's pushing forward, and it's a 2-point conversion, and the Bears have cut the Packers' lead down to 3 with 8:20 remaining. Kyle Monangai's legs do not stop churning. You have got to bring the entire crew to bring that man down. 1st and 10, Jordan under center. He's got Jacobs behind him. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. End around to, who is that? That's Wicks, I believe. No, that's Jaden Reed, and he has a 1st down after a nice carry of about 15 yards on the end around. Ball at the 41-yard line. Love in the shotgun. He's got 3 men split out to his right, and Jacobs lined up next to him on his left. Love gets the quick pass out there to Christian Watson, and he is probably going to take this all the way to the end zone, and he does so because nobody was lined up at safety, and all he had was 1 man to beat in CJ Gardner-Johnson. Caleb under center after changing the play up. He's got an I formation behind him. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Fakes the handoff to Monangai. Fires it out there. That's going to be complete to Cole Kmet, who unfortunately falls down after a gain of about 16. Had he stayed on his feet, he would have been able to get more. But, of course, you take the positive play. Caleb under center. He's got a T formation behind him. Interesting. Turns, fakes the handoff. Plenty of time to throw. Throws it over the middle. He's got it complete out to Luther Burden, who will be brought down around the 25-yard line where the Bears will have 1st and 10. Cairo Santos lined up for the field goal. This will be, looks to be about a 41-yard attempt. 3:19 remaining. The snap, the spot, the kick. It is up and it is through, and that will cut the Packers lead down to 7 once again. Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to either side. Takes the snap. Drops back, looking to his left, who's going to dump it off in the flat to the running back, who's going to make a man miss, but ultimately be brought up short, about 4 yards short of the sticks. That was Chris Brooks, the 3rd running back, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Packers will have to punt it away. Ball is at the 20, just inside the 26-yard line. Bears need about 1.5 yards to get the 1st down. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Monangai, who has a ton of room to run, and gets about 7-8 yards on that 3rd down carry. And that's going to bring up the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 1, 14-15 remaining. Caleb under center. Looks like he's got 3 tight ends in there. He's changing the play at the line. Swift lined up behind him. Sends DJ Moore in motion, turns, hands it off to Swift, who gets the 1st down, and he will cross midfield and be brought down just on the other side of the 50-yard line where the Bears will have 1st down. Ball is at the Green Bay 42, just outside the 42-yard line. Caleb under center sends Burden in motion. Little bit of end-around action, crazy underhanded throw to Swift, picks up the 1st down, makes a man miss, and gets out across the 35-yard line where the Bears will have a 1st down. That's about the wackiest looking play I ever seen right there. I have no idea what it was, but it did work. All right, Caleb under center. He's got the jumbo package in there. Sends a man in motion. Turns, hands it off to Swift, carries it up the middle. That is going to be 1st down Bears, and he will be into the red zone, brought down around the 16-yard line where the Bears will have 1st down, a 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 15-yard line of Green Bay. Quick out to Luther Burden's got some room to run. He's surging forward. Got the 1st down across the 5-yard line, and that's where the Bears will have 1st down and goal. 3rd down and goal now. Bears with the jumbo package. Caleb under center, Swift behind him. They're sending an offensive lineman in motion who just fell over. That ball was supposed to go to him, but he finds Colston Loveland wide open on the right side, and the Bears are within 1 point of tying this game up. And Packer fans' sphincters have just tightened everywhere. That's all right. I've had a tight sphincter this whole game, so join the club, gentlemen, and you ladies out there. I know there's a few of you. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Jordan Love under center. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and a back behind him. Turns, hands it off. That's Josh Jacobs on the carry. He's going to get a 1st down on that 1st down carry. He gets about 11 yards, tied up at 21. Ball at the just inside the 46-yard line of Green Bay. Love under center, 1st down and 10. Sends Christian Watson in motion. Turns, fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, throws out to his right, and that is going to be completed to Jaden Reed into Chicago territory down around the 40-yard line. Packers moving the ball quick now. It was looking ugly in that 1st half, but the Bears have come alive, and the Packers are now back on the field. Ball at the 28, 3rd and 1. Jordan Love under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and Josh Jacobs pitches it out to Jacobs, who is going to run into some resistance, but makes a man miss, and only has Kevin Byard to beat, and he's going to be brought down at the 5-yard line with 5:10, 5:09, 5:08 remaining. Packers will get a fresh set of downs. Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's got trips out to his right. Jacobs lined up next to him and a tight end on his left. Hands off to Jacobs again, who does push forward and manage to get into the end zone, and the Packers will retake the lead. 27-21 pending the extra point. Takes the shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff to Monangai. Plenty of time to throw. Delivers it to the left. That's going to be complete out to Luther Burden, who makes a man miss in space. Hang on to the ball. He is out across the 30 to about the 33, is that? I believe that is where we are at. 2nd and 10. Caleb drops back, fakes the handoff to Monangai. He's going to have to roll out to his right. Parsons falling over back there. Plenty of time to throw. Finds, who is that? Devin Duvernay playing receiver out there, coming up with a big catch on 1st down. That's got to be Duvernay's first catch on offense all season. And he comes up in a huge spot for Caleb. 27 seconds remaining. They put 1 back on the clock. Packers leading by 7. 4th down and 1 upcoming. This is the ball game essentially right here. Bears need the 1st down to keep this drive going. And of course, cannot settle for anything other than a touchdown right now. And I swear they better not throw on this down. All right, 4th down and 1. Caleb under center sends a tight end in motion. Turns, fakes the handoff. They're going to throw it on this play. And it gets intercepted. Looking for Cole Kmet in the end zone. Caleb lobs it up there. It gets intercepted, and that is going to be the ball game. Caleb, my goodness. He could have ran for that first down, no problem. Instead, he looks for Cole Kmet in the end zone, and the Packers end the game with the interception. It doesn't get much uglier than that. What was that throw? He was looking so good in this second half, and he is unable to drop it in there, looking for Cole Kmet. Oh, that's a killer. And somehow I knew they were going to pass it on that 4th down. All they had to do was gain 1 yard, less than a yard on that 4th down play. What does that look, Caleb? That was such a terrible throw. And that's going to be your final, 28-21. The Packers come away with the victory with Caleb throwing the interception on the final play from scrimmage. The Bears, if I had to do it, I would have run it, I tell you. But that is ultimately not what happens. The clock ticks out, and the Packers get the victory, 28-21. And that is game over. Well, the Bears at least kept it close. It was entertaining the entire way. Bears defense gave up 2 ugly touchdowns on busted coverages. Had those not happened, we got to imagine it had been a different game. But I think that the decision to throw on that 4th down and 1 to close out the game is ultimately what kills them. I would have ran it there, called your second time out after picking up the 1st down, and then you still had options. But it is game over. And that's it for me. I am Outski. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Please don't forget to like the stream and subscribe on your way out. Good night, everyone, and I will be seeing you soon.